Hello? Okay. So sometimes I just don't even know if it's recording or not. Okay, hi. Happy Sunday. I'm excited there's so much new fun things going on, and I'm really excited to dive into all of them. Across all three clubs, there's new things. So as always on Sundays, I just go through the newsletter with everyone. So you can kind of get the behind the scenes. I like to fill in the blanks, and actually already I know. Oh, okay. My drawing club binder's behind me. I'm going to grab it. Okay. So to recap, this newsletter is for everyone who is in one of the three clubs in the Awesome Art School. So that's either the Fab Drawing Club, the Mixed Media Society, and or the Celtic Collective. So what we do is we kind of chat about what is new, what just happened, and what is coming up. And yeah, we'll just go through them one by one. I just put this on my plate like it was the mouse, but actually my laptop is here. It's not on the plastic plate in front of me. Oh, I need more coffee. Okay. So we have reminder that our art swap is in full force right now. So if you would like to participate, you can create any art piece that you like, that as long as it's 9 by 12 inches or smaller. And it can be anything that you think is kind of lovely. It's something that you would give to a pen pal if you were in third grade, or a new friend perhaps, or your sister, or just an old friend. So just something lovely. Don't overthink this. People get in a real tizzy about what to make. Just make something pretty. You can also gift something you've already made in the past. You can give away one of your lessons if there was something that you thought was cute, or pretty or nice, and then just write a little note on the back. So don't overthink it. It's just a gesture of love, kindness, and friendship to another club member. And if you would like to participate, you can go to this website, which has all of the information on it. We are going to be posting afterwards our fun little gifts in our small Facebook group. So if you're not a member of that already, you can get to that here. Here is one of our gorgeous members from our last swap holding up the gift that she received from her member. And then here are the information for the deadline. So this has to be kind of chosen or created no later than the 1st of March. And then if you scroll down here, there's a lot more granular information, kind of like when, exactly what, and who to send it to, and kind of all of the steps. And then there's some frequently asked questions at the bottom in case you're still not satisfied with the rundown that I am giving you so far. All right. So that is all about the art swap. It's totally optional. If you don't want to do it, absolutely. You don't need to RSVP or anything. You can just simply not. And that is also totally fine. All right. Well, February is in full force. We are already 2 weeks in, and Mixed Media Society and the Drawing Club have brand new lessons as of today. So yay. And then a new one coming up for Celtic Collective next week as well. So yes, I also made up the March calendar. I've already put it in the 2 Facebook groups, but if you want to download it here, you can go ahead and do that at any time. I've been doing a fun little just sketching series on YouTube. And if you want to do that recent storefront, I linked to the Neat Suite. So the Neat Suite is all of my YouTube videos and all of their accompanying resources that are not open to the public and available on YouTube. And so this series, there's pretty much accompanying materials for like the whole series. So that is what this goes to. It goes to the Neat Suite, which is where all the YouTube stuff lives. And you can see how it's all fleshed out like a regular lesson. And then here's a little bonus lesson. I thought this video was so interesting. It's like what all the different Bridgerton dresses mean and like their colors and what the designers were doing. I thought that was really fascinating. So I put that little bonus video in there for you as well. There's also the little coloring page that goes in there and then the colors I use. So yeah, all the things. All right, so we're just going to go through the 3 clubs one at a time. Our latest live was this one, and then your next one is coming up on next Friday, the 27th, I believe. When I scroll down, the date will be in there. So we're still learning from Paolo Barbieri, and this was Lucy's most recent lesson. And then this is the new lesson that you'll be getting from me next Sunday. So in just a week. So we've done 2 months of his work where we kind of study, get inspiration. He's really scarily advanced digital artist. So we're trying to like whittle this down into something that's manageable so we can still have inspiration, but also like do the actual projects without dying. So those two are, this one is available. And we did him last month as well. So you can always go to the latest lessons section, which is here under Explore More, to see those other projects and then also pick out another thing. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we are on this unit still. And then yes, our next live, we're breaking free of that. And we're just doing a fun random one. We're doing this sexy Unseelie court fairy. So the Unseelie court are like the bad fairies. They're like a little evil. They're the tricksters. And actually, according to folklore, most fairies are quite trickstery and a little bit of a sinister side. So yeah, that one should be a total blast. And that one is coming on the 27th. But there's so much to explore in the Celtic Collective. There's so many different chapters, if you will, and different things that you can study. So each week I've been highlighting one of our members' works from something that we're not doing right now. So this was from Lisa Gordon. She did this one, I think, just a couple weeks ago. So this is from our spellcasters section. And she is this like sorcery witch. And this is all done in alcohol markers. So great job, Lisa. You killed it. That was a really difficult lesson. And she is absolutely stunning. Amazing job. And if you want to learn more about the specifics of the different art supplies inside the Celtic Collective, just as a reminder, if you head over to the Celtic Collective, so from the Neat Suite, I can go to my library, choose the Celtic Collective. All the clubs have accelerator sections, which are for beginners, like if you're brand new to alcohol markers, because that witch looks so scary and so advanced, and you're like, I want to do that, but I've never like used a marker before. Just as a reminder, there's little beginner curriculums in all three clubs if you've never done something before. So in this club, it's this hot pink called the Accelerator. They all have the word accelerator in them, so we can get you up to speed and fast and running quickly. And within the Celtic Collective, there's these, see how there's each one is an art supply. So you can get up and running quick in watercolor, gouache, alcohol markers, graphite, and tone paper techniques. Okay. So you can kind of go there and like quickly get up to speed. Okay. What paper am I using? How to use the marker for basic stuff? Like what markers do I even get? That's all in these accelerator sections for you. All right. So that is Celtic Collective. Okay. Let's talk about the Fab Drawing Club. We have been diving back in time. I don't know where my face went. Sometimes it gets stuck. That's fine. You don't need to see my face. I just need to make sure that you're coming over here. Hopefully you're looking at my screen. We are gone back in time to the Victoria era. This was our last live that was on February 6th that we did this gorgeous candle. And I've seen so many different renditions of it. And yeah, I've just been stunned actually by everyone's work. You've been doing a phenomenal job. So if you want to watch that, if you ever miss something, just don't worry about it. Just click the pink replay button there. And then you have a new lesson today, which I'm super excited because we've been doing all of the under things. We have painted all of the under things so far for the mid 1840s. Things change quite a bit when the crinoline is invented in the late 1850s. So we're doing pre-crinoline when they used to like layer up as many as 7 petticoats to make this look. I don't know why. I hope I'm not still over on this page. Come over here, Loom, please. Sorry, I'm just hoping my software isn't screwed up. So we're going to learn about how to depict fabrics, how to do the shading, how to use the markers. This is a great one if you're brand new to markers, just getting our feet wet. There's actually 2 projects. We're doing 2 morning dresses. And so this is a great introduction to markers if you've never done them before. Plus, there is some there's a lot of bonus stuff. I just want to draw your attention to what is going on here so I make sure you don't miss anything. Oh, there's my little face. So for the Victorian sections, there's the morning dress. There's two different ones because I just really like the side profile as well. And I just wanted to draw your attention to the top button that says special packet I've prepared for you. All right, so I've been building out this huge, it's becoming a book, and I'm giving you the little chapters with each new lesson that is been coming out. So for each one, there's a little, it's like step-by-step kind of how to do it. And I had one for the candle that we did. So I just want to make sure you know to download these. Okay, so it's very step-by-step. There's a little historical photos of actual morning dresses. And then we have a little, we have the examples there. Some of them are just hideous, which is amazing that, when something that we think would be hideous now was like the most gorgeous thing ever back then. And then we have the outlines to draw from. And then we have very step-by-step kind of with layers. It's like no shading and then with shading and then with highlights on top. So we're going through each of those silhouettes. So I just want to make sure you grab that because it's I think, a cool resource. And I'm going to keep that going for this whole series. I'm also bringing in the cute little videos that I've been watching on YouTube, which show women from this era getting dressed, starting with all their under things and then how they're layering the clothes on top. It's forever fascinating to me. And these are all really short videos. They're all like sort of shorts on YouTube. So they're like 3 minutes or less. I think the longest video might be like 7. They're so adorable, you guys. So I would highly recommend clicking those buttons and checking them out if you're interested in this stuff. And then the lessons are underneath that. So I just didn't want you to miss out. Okay, and then this button actually goes to the whole Victoria era section, which is going to house like all of the lessons that will be rolling out in one place. So if you didn't make the accordion journal, say, and you want to go ahead and do it now, you can. This is like goes to the Victorian section of the club. All right. And I already filmed the dress after that. Our next lesson after that is right in front of me is going to be this gorgeous day dress. And then we're going to do an evening gown after that. So they used to change clothes like 3 to 4 times a day. Okay. Obsessed. I digress. Okay. Let's go back to the newsletter. And then of course, if you're like, that is so dumb, Karen, why would I ever draw Victorian underwear? Like, you're such a weirdo. There is hundreds of other lessons in the club that you can enjoy, like this super cute one from Diane Gaylett. And this is from the 1950s section. This is going back in the Drawing the Decades section. There's drawings from the 20s, 30s, actually the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s in there for you. And so, but there's also animal sections and a section on hands and figures. There's a whole bunch of things in there. So don't be shy about clicking explore more if you want to see something else that you might be in the mood for. All right, last but not least, we have the Mixed Media Society. Our latest live was this little scrappy caddy, which is in our pizza box journal, and it was live. So if you missed that, this is not working. I need to fix that. All right, I fixed my broken button and my face returned. So that's good because I wanted to show you. This is another one in our pizza box journal or whatever box, whatever recyclable, whatever you've been using. We're making these homemade journals this year. The first tutorial about how to make it from scratch is in this same section for you. And so far we've done the dog. Yesterday or on Friday, we did the cat. So this is new. And also today, you also have a new lesson, which is this, also Victorian inspired because I cannot get enough. Sorry, not sorry. We are doing this gorgeous Victorian silhouette in our pizza box journal as well. So it doesn't always have to be scrappy animals. You can do things that are completely different. These are all using the hamburger layering system. So they're wildly different projects, but they're all using the same exact art supplies and layers. So it saves you a bunch of money. So each month we're adding on to our journal. So Yeah, I'm so excited. The cat was super fun. And actually, even though it's the same 7 layers, I did quite a few things I'd never tried before in layerings and how I painted and how yeah, like I cut instead of ripped. I actually painted the whole thing black around. Like it was like, oh, there's a lot of new things. So even though the hamburger system has been around, I've been teaching it for 10 years, we're still experimenting, slinging paint, having a blast, and doing widely varied projects. So, yes, you cannot go wrong with the burger, my friends. So I hope you have so much fun with these 2 new ones for you. You get 2 for 1. And just like the other clubs, there's so much more to explore. If you're not into any of that, you're like, why would I make a journal out of trash, Karen? You're so weird. Not to fear, you can also make one out of foam head. You're welcome. I actually freaking love a foam head, and I have a lot of lessons of foam heads in the club for you. Like this one by Dawn. It's like, how lovely is that? I am obsessed. So there's so much. There's so much waiting for you in all 3 clubs. If you have not taken a minute to explore, please, please, please do. So, so fun. Okay, so to recap, we have our big Facebook group. These are the hashtags that just will accompany your pieces. So if you're doing a club lesson, just put the name of the club with your hashtag. Same thing for Karen's YouTube and Karen's art books. And please don't use the hashtags if your art is unrelated to them. That's actually what allows you to win something. It's also really confusing if you have a hashtag for something that isn't a lesson. So we also use the hashtags to help identify where the lesson it came from. Was that book? Was that a YouTube? And which club was it? So if you're doing something really random, don't just chuck a hashtag on there, because you're literally telling someone like, hey, I did it from XYZ. And then a member might be like, where? Okay, can I have the link? And you'd be like, no, it's nothing to do with that. So it just needs to be relevant. No big deal. And then here's the link to the second Facebook group. Just to recap, we have 2, and you can get to them. There's buttons from each dashboard. So the private Facebook group is the small one that's just for the course lessons. And then the big one is where you can share all your work, and that's where we host the giveaways. So neither are required. But if you want me to actually see your stuff for reals, I would just join the private one, because I see every single post in there, and I miss a ton of stuff in the big one. But also I know everybody is doing work from all over the place, which is great. So I wanted to make sure we also had a community to support artists doing work from wherever they are learning from. There's so many books. I'm obsessed with art books. I have hundreds. So I want you to encourage people to use whatever fun things that they want. It does not have to be learning from me. And you're welcome to share all of that in that big group. And I shouldn't say I don't see all of your things. I actually am in both groups every single day, but I will make sure to take time out and to comment and look at everything that's happening in the small private Facebook group. Just make sure those ones are only for lessons as well, because otherwise I can't spend a lot of time helping people with lessons that they're doing from another teacher. So it just doesn't seem appropriate. So hopefully that all makes sense about the Facebook groups, but using the same hashtags in each one is super helpful for one another to remember where we are. That is it. The only other thing is, if you are feeling left out, or you want to do the projects in the other club, we do have something called the Wonder Bundler, which is you buy 2, you enroll in 2 clubs, you get the 3rd one for free. So half of all of our members are in the Wonder Bundle, because everybody wants all the things. So if that's something that's interested to you, all you have to do is reply back and let me know. Also, if you're a new member, hi, welcome, and you had originally bought the Neat Suite, let me know. We need to cancel that, because you get the Neat Suite for free. So we just want to make sure you're not getting double billed. Same thing with the Wonder Bundler. If you join the bundle, we want to make sure we turn off the billing for your individual club, since you will be getting one for free as well. All right. I covered a lot. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, being as excited as I am, and making the community as awesome as it is, because it is all because of you. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week for another fun video. Okay, bye guys, and I'll see you Wednesday on YouTube.